Deep in the woods just south of LeRoy, herds of white-tailed deer parade through fields of clover, wheat, and rye. Jerry McQuestion owns 500 acres of land called Rack-A-Tack Ranch, where more than 250 deer roam relatively free and wild.
I kind of hunted all my life on this place here, and it's hard to manage deer because there's a lot of state land around here, and it's hard to get quality deer. You shoot a lot of little racks, and you shoot so many of them, it gets kind of, maybe you want to always want to shoot a 10-pointer, you know, 5 on a side. I said the only way I've hunted for years, and I never could get a 10-pointer. So I said, well, I guess I'll raise my own.
From September to December, hunters of all ages from near and far travel to the ranch to hunt. The Michigan Department of Natural Resources checks on the property each year, and McQuestion is required a permit to keep the ranch operational.
You try to keep your numbers down so you can afford them. They multiply fast. Usually they'll have twins.
Since he owns the deer, hunters do not need a license and can use either gun or bow to harvest a doe or buck. Hunters can navigate the land using one of 5 guides that volunteer throughout the year.
We don't like to have wounded animals. We kind of give them a little test. Most of them are hunters, but once in a while you get somebody that's not a real good shot, so you try to put them in a stand where they are not shooting very far.
He charges hunters by the measurement of the antlers using a score sheet. For example, once a buck is harvested, McQuestion will take several measurements on each antler.
If you get a 200 or 300 incher, like that one in the corner there, was the biggest one ever shot here. That's a replica. It's not a real horn. They made a mold and poured it. Like he scored 278. I think it's like $12,000 for that deer.
McQuestion keeps track of all the deer on the ranch, doing his best to control population and catalog fawns in the spring. He attempts to maintain a 1 buck to 2 doe ratio, but it can be difficult because of the high acreage.
Every year is a little different. Like last year, I think we harvested 43 bucks. And then when we go to thin out the does, I think we shot 60 does last year.
Apart from providing hunting opportunities, McQuestion finds and sells antlers shed by unharvested bucks in late winter. This year, he received $10 per pound for a set.
But yeah, a lot of young 12, 14-year-olds, their dad brings them out for a birthday present, or quite a few. You'd be surprised. And a lot of them kids are good shots.